Michigan Chippewas and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Chippewas offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
I think for years, if you talk Miami Hurricanes, a big key for them winning national championships or competing for them has always been their play up front, right? You think all the way back to Russell Maryland and Warren Sapp, to just recently, David, with Bain and Mesidor on Miami's national championship run getting to that game. They've got big-time NFL athletes up front.
Huge athletes, explosive athletes, twitchy athletes. Jason Taylor being the coach down there for a while, obviously working those guys. A Hall of Famer you get to work with, you get to develop. So it's almost plug and play every year, man, now. You're starting to see Miami defensive line.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Chippewas will send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Miami's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Pulls and fires complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Finding some room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Chippewas offense makes its way out to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Chippewas trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They go right back to it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Chippewas decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And here comes the offense on second down. Rides to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. 1st and 10. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Again, it's Brown. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And he's in for a 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Swings it out to the flat. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. And the Chippewas will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Secures it at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The Canes will try to pick it up on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Mensa unloads it left. The sure hands, it's Fletcher. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Pringle. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the...
Enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front to get on those defensive...
Right there. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a third. Another incompletion on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always limit mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some...
No points allowed and setting the tone on this drive.
The play action fake. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Flores. Here comes the heat. On the move to the left. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Hunt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, when we talk Miami and their ability to throw it, it all starts and ends with Malachi Tony. What he did on some of the biggest stages a year ago as a...
Like the consummate pro. That kid came in as a freshman and looked like he was a 21-year-old veteran. Like, I can't wait to watch his steps to see if he continues to grow and get better. Because the start was at a high level, as in one of the best in all of college football. And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the middle. Snake, and he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense has it, they're on the move. He almost popped out. For a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. And he surges across the line. And he tacked on the extra point. They marched 72 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back to pass, it's Flores. Makes the grab on the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The Chippewas moving quickly to the line. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Chippewas will punt it away on fourth down. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They give it to him again. That could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Give to the single back. There's in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Nittany Lions who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back to your game at Hard Rock Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, the Chippewa head coach told me coming out of the locker room, this team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He'll try it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Fletcher. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Great job by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Chippewas offense makes its way out to start the drive. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Wants wants to throw. It's Flores. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now. And the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way. And that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There he goes.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
There's some room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Mensa to throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Rushes on him. He rifles one deep to the left. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Snags it quickly on the left. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. Picks up the first down. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The give. Runs through the tackle. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Got it. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Just going to keep it after the snap. Got a little grass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Central Michigan. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before.
Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Under fire, trying to get away. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. And the Canes are marching down the field. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running inside, it's Pringle. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. It's 3rd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Just feeds the running back. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense tried to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. On the run, it's Pringle. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Mensa. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying